Come on in, ladies and gentlemen. We got another episode of the Link Up, another week in wrestling. We are your hosts, Ron Don, Alexander. Man, how you living, man?
Hey man, it's smiles over here, man. You know what I mean? Got some big stuff, coming y'all way. Can't wait to share y'all the good news. You know what I mean? When the time is right, y'all gonna hear it first from a week in wrestling.
Definitely, man. We got a lot to get into, especially on the news side. But we got to start with the biggest news coming out of this weekend. A shock to many, but also a shock, or not so a shock to some. Samantha Irvin putting in her 2 weeks and dipping on out of the WWE. Um, what's your thoughts on this?
First off, I wouldn't say 2 weeks. I'd just say, you know what I mean? She just went, put the resignation letter on the table and walked out. You know what I mean? So, but she left. I'm sure she left on good terms. From what I'm hearing is like they couldn't come into terms for like side projects, that she wanted to do. So I mean, hey, all you can do is wish her the best. But I will say this: if she shows up in AEW, I only got one word to say: Ricochet.
Hey, but Ricochet
Ricochet.
already came out and said she's not going there. That's what he said. That's his word. Says she's not going there. But
Hey, I
it's
mean, look, I wouldn't be mad though if that's what she want to do. Look, that's what she want to do. But if he say that, then all right, then we can kind of let off the gas a little bit.
so.
But and with that, we also got Lillian Garcia now on Monday Night Raw, filling
I
in her
was gonna
spot.
ask you that.
So,
I mean, Lillian Garcia definitely one of the goats. Um, you know, like she up there with my personal favorite, my favorite of all time, Howard Finkel. Like he just had that voice on him. Rest in peace. Uh, she was a little rusty. I'm not gonna lie, but we know what Lillian brings to the table. We know
yeah.
that in the future she gonna get right. But
Look, you gotta kind of give her the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? She's not the same. Look, at the end of the day, everybody gets older. You know what I mean? So you gotta kind of cut her some slack. But she did good on every other introduction. It was just that one slip up. Like that was her first time on the microphone in a hot minute. Like, you know what I mean? So, hey, maybe she was still nervous. You know what I mean? Even though you've done something for a while, you still get nervous sometimes. You know what I mean? So, hey,
for sure,
probably was just nervous.
personally enjoyed the number one containers match, man. I don't know what they talking about, but man, let's get into it, man. SmackDown started off hot. We saw Jey Uso come and confront the Bloodline. He basically told Solo, man, we ain't even trying to get into this, man. Why not? Why ain't you uniting the family instead of tearing it apart? But Solo said it's always gonna be room in the Bloodline for only Roman and Jey. Notice he didn't say Jimmy, but he said for Roman and Jey if they acknowledge him. And Jey wasn't down with that. He said next time he see him, it's gonna be a problem, which indeed it was a problem. We're gonna get into that later. And he already starting beef with Jacob. He made that mistake. Uh, also, we saw him snub Roman in the back after Roman hit a huge collab playing that unreleased Travis Scott. DIY got a controversial win over the Street Profits. That Triple H is definitely not beating them allegations. Lash Legend defeated Piper Niven. Kevin Owens, his contract is expiring. He says that he's probably not coming back to WWE. We saw the Motor City Machine Guns debut, advance in the tag team tournament. Candice LeRae filled in for Tiffany Stratton and teamed with Nia Jackson. Actually got the pinfall over Bayley and Naomi. And in the end, to end the show on SmackDown, Roman Reigns acknowledged Solo, but then he failed to the Bloodline, him and Jimmy, with the Timu Bloodline, as you call it, Mr. Xander, standing on top as we close the show on SmackDown. With all that being said, what was your biggest takeaways from this SmackDown?
Ooh, well, I will say this first. I don't know if you noticed, but it's been pretty much a like the same ending, like almost every SmackDown. Bloodline on top, bloodline on top, bloodline on top, bloodline on top. If it's not on Cody, it's on Roman. If it ain't on Roman, it's on Jimmy. So it's like, man, like we gotta come up with something different, man. Like
Man,
I don't know.
it was the same way on Raw for a while with Judgment Day on top, like to close the show
It's
every
still,
Monday
but
Night Raw.
overall, it was still solid though, man. You got Candice LeRae, who people really sleep on. You know what I mean? Got a pin over Bailey, which, to be honest, I mean, if we look at her old NXT days, I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? So I hope that they do something with that. You know what I mean? With her actually pinning a former champion. So, but hey, it's just gonna be one of them things. We just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Now she is your inaugural women's speed champion, holding it down on X or Twitter or whatever you call it. Man, like how do you feel about that DIY result? Because it was actually DIY and the Street Profits getting the win at the same time, but referee Jessica Carr claimed that DIY was the true winners. So it looks like the Street Profits are getting screwed. Now, after you give your take on this, I actually got an idea, but I wanted to hear what you thought about it.
Like you said, it's gonna be a minute before he beat them allegations, man. That's
See,
all I gotta say about that.
I'm glad you said that because this is what you got to do. See, you got reality to create a story, bro. You gotta to get the Street Profits back up, get the profits back up. Pun intended. You got to make them feel like they being undermined and have them come out on top, bro. That's how you got to pay off of reality. Like they are being screwed by the higher ups, the authority. Like that's how you got to capitalize off that.
But do you turn them heel though
Not
in the
because
process?
not because they're supposed to be the true heroes. I can actually see DIY as the heels, especially because the way it's looking, they're probably gonna lose to the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah,
Which
to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a heel DI.
Yeah, I mean, they were heel in NXT, but they weren't together. They just came together because they had to.
Right, right.
I forgot who they were fighting, um, but they did team one time because Ciampa was the NXT champion and Gargano was the North American champion.
Oh yeah, okay.
So,
But they weren't officially a tag
nah,
team
nah,
at the
nah,
time though. All right,
nah.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I could see a heel DIY. You know what I mean? Like the actual DIY team. But
definitely.
they need
I
to change
mean,
that theme song though.
you don't like it?
I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of a lot of Death Rebel theme songs, bro. It's like they barely have any like hits. A lot of them are misses. You know,
Yeah,
that's just
I
my
mean,
opinion.
WWE looking to change that in the future, so.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
But that's what I would do with the Profits. But I mean, in order to fight the allegations on the same show, we did see Lash Legend, on the NXT roster defeat Piper Niven in singles competition. What do you think the ceiling for Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson on the main roster is?
I think with them, I think they're testing the waters right now. So I kind of see if they pass the test, I'm sure that they'll do great. You know what I mean? They'll do great on the main roster. Cause like you said, the tag team divisions on both sides, men and women's, are kind of lacking a little bit,
Yeah,
which is kind of not their fault, but this will kind of bring something. This kind of like bring something else. Like you got the Motor City Machine Guns that just got signed, so you got a new tag team on the men's side, and now you got Lash Legend coming in with her tag team and stuff. So you got that going on. So you got new tag teams coming in left and right.
if as a side note, if Tony Khan wasn't being so petty, we would have had the Lucha Bros on the main roster in the tag team division too. That would have went crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
another thing too, with all due respect, since we're on the Tony Khan topic, hey man, look, y'all need to really watch this podcast and take my advice. Move to smaller venues, man. Or if not, everybody's just gonna be calling y'all AEW, all empty wrestling.
yeah. Triple H ain't beating them allegations, and neither are you, bro. When it comes to hating AEW,
Bro, I don't hate AEW, bro. I want to see them do good, man.
hey, that's
Like,
not what.
I want to see them do good, bro. But it's just like, look, I didn't come up with that. That was on Twitter, and if I find it, if I find the tweet,
I
we got
believe
to
you.
put it up on the thing.
I believe you, but I had clipped up that one thing, and everybody was just kind of like,
Yeah, they want to slander. They want to slander me in the comments because I had something to say about AEW. Come on, like this is the thing. If AEW would get their ish together and get their ducks in line, they would have a really, really, really good product. Cause y'all got everything right in front of you, but y'all gotta like strategize, man. You gotta regroup. Tony
I'm not,
Khan, you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna
Need you
lie.
to.
I think one of their biggest mistakes, I feel like, was not hiring the Road Dogg Jesse James to be in creative when he got dropped from WWE, because he was behind a lot of the good stories. When SmackDown was kind of having a renaissance era, in like COVID, like he was like producing heavy with that stuff. So I feel like them not hiring him was a mistake. But speaking of transitions and testing the waters, Booker T came out and said that he's gonna try to get Zilla Fatu in WWE. Do you think Zilla is ready for this big move, considering what we've been seeing lately from him?
He could be, and I'm gonna explain why. Because he said himself that if it makes sense, which, for example, the storyline that's going on right now, if it makes sense, he's open to it. Because he did go on a record saying that he wants to, like focus on the process, enjoy the process, and being on the indie circuit. So it seems like to me he has no problem being on the indie circuit, paying his dues and getting his name out there. But he's also, I think where like where his head's at as well is like if they give him that call, he jumping on it. So it really the ball is really in their court. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I'm pretty sure that's a lot of people's goals. You know what I mean? Is to go there at some point in their wrestling career. Because why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? You're performing in the best stage of them all right now. You know what I mean? That's like that's the A product. You know what I mean? That's the A plus product. So why wouldn't you want to go there? So I think Zilla would be there. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Because come on, man, Zilla is being plastered everywhere. His name is holding weight in the indie circuit right now. He's
it
getting
definitely
booked after
is.
booking after booking after booking. So he's definitely up there. So they see Triple H, Shawn Michaels, somebody is looking at him. Somebody's looking at him. So and look, Booker T, he's known for getting people to get like to that next level.
Oh
He
yeah,
he, he took Jacob under his wing. He had Jacob, under his wing for a little minute. Now look at Jacob. He's right there
Roxanne,
on SmackDown.
Roxanne
Roxanne
Perez.
Perez. Yup. Another person under his wing. Now look where she's at. Top NXT superstar out there right now.
Yeah, I definitely. So, like, I've been seeing online, a lot of people said instead of like bringing Zilla in, where he goes straight to the main roster and join the Bloodline story, he should kind of have the same approach that Solo had when he first got to WWE, and that's starting in NXT, making his own name, becoming his
Yup.
own person. So by the looks of it, you seem that you agree.
Yeah, because like I see it as this. Like I don't know if you saw like Solo when he was in NXT 2.0, but dude was solid on the mic. He was solid. He was
Yeah,
holding his own on the microphone. You know what I mean? So I think that's pretty much why they kind of did that. Is to kind of like hone his skills. To kind of like give him kind of get the training wheels off in a sense if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
it's so it's so
They probably
crazy.
gonna take that approach with Zilla.
It's so crazy because like the hype for the street champ was real. Like when he won the NXT North American Championship, but then he had to give it back because he didn't win, like because he made that jump to the main roster. Like people was like excited that he won that title, and he had great battles with who was it when he had the street fight? It wasn't Briggs. It was
Wasn't Gunther either, huh?
nah. There was somebody that he was having street fights with. I don't know if it was Zion Quinn or something like that. But yeah, like Solo was definitely that guy in NXT. Um, but we're gonna move on here to Monday Night Raw, which started off hot. We had Seth Rollins getting into it with Bronson Reed, and
Wait, is the person you're talking about Von Wagner? As far as with Solo? Look, man, for the people who
it could
watch
have
this,
been.
y'all can correct us in them comments. You know what I mean? Y'all
So
can
he
fact
had
check
like
us.
when he beat the North NXT North American champion, it was Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah,
But I forgot who he had the street fight with in NXT. It could have been Von Wagner, but I don't remember.
yeah.
But Monday Night Raw, we saw Seth and Bronson Reed battling all night. The New Day defeated Authors of Pain, and Xavier Woods is becoming more and more. I mean, in Florida we say crab. I don't know what y'all say over there. You could say he green. You could say all that. He becoming more and more of that by the day. We saw the Miz and the Final Testament jump R-Truth after he helped the New Day win over AOP and move on in the tag team tournament. But luckily R-Truth was saved by the Wyatt Six. We saw Io Sky and Kyrie Sane of Damage Control go against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. We did not get a proper finish as Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson, who were sitting ringside, interfered in this match and caused a DQ. And then after this, Rhea got her pound of flesh on all three, Raquel, Liv, and Dominic Mysterio.
Rhea
Um,
Hogan.
and then it was announced that Seth and Bronson, because they were battling so much, they will have their match at Crown Jewel. Now, I'm gonna get into some of this later, but we had the LWO, Rey Mysterio, and I was about to say Ray Phoenix, Dragon Lee defeat American Made, the Creed brothers, and then in our main event, the guy who was named Main Event Jey Uso took a L as he lost his pretty much newly won Intercontinental Championship to Braun Breaker because of the Bloodline, and we can start there. What was your thoughts on that and Monday Night
Oh,
Raw?
so two things. So I have this small little theory, right, in regards to the Final Testament and the Miz. Two, as far as Jey Uso goes, I mean, I look, I can't say he didn't bring this upon himself because if you look at it, Solo really was trying to help Jey. He really was trying to help him. I don't know if you peeped because I had I kind of had to like watch it later on, but Solo kind of pushed Jey out the way and took the spear.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Like he was really trying to help Jey Uso, which is crazy. But then he
Even
just had to bring it upon himself with Jacob.
even either they like Jacob basically cost him the title when they were on the ramp. Solo looked like he didn't want that to happen at all. So
Yeah,
like definitely, but once you put your hands on
but
Jacob
yeah,
Fatu, once you put your
but
hands
see,
on Jacob,
low key, it did come off as like sarcastic if you're thinking from it like from Jay's point of view. He thought it was coming off as being sarcastic, so that's probably why he was like, "I'm not taking that help." You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
he ain't, but he brought it upon himself, man. He shouldn't have did that, bro. But that one mistake touching Jacob Fatu, who's already a loose cannon. And this is the one thing I don't like about this, bro. As far as logic, the ref is looking right at Jacob.
What?
Like when I say right at Jacob, looking right at Jacob when he threw him on the dang on announce table.
But WWE smart though. They made the camera cut and cut the ref out of the picture. They learned from bad blood.
Bro, I don't care. I don't care about that. Because if we being honest, if that was the case, Jey Uso should still be champion right now. And honestly, you really could have swung the story that way, if we're being honest. Like a DQ finish, it doesn't make Braun Breaker look any weak. It just makes him more pissed. You know what I mean? And like,
it would have made sense. It would have made sense. Yeah. It would have made sense because they had the stare down, which that was quite the stare down.
Oh but yeah, like, bro. I seen people on Twitter saying like it was just like infinite amounts of aura for that stare down. That's something we got to see. That's something that's a dream match right there.
We definitely gonna see more of it at the Rumble. I'm willing to bet that.
Oh yeah. But yeah, back on this theory about Miz and the Final Testament.
Yeah.
So I think, to be honest, like I would see. So I really haven't been good on my theories lately, but we're gonna try to see, you know, if I cook something up with this. Like I want to believe that the Miz can somehow, some way, have the Final Testament turn on Kerry, and he takes the Final Testament.
See, I would have thought that, but then, like I was like thinking like maybe the Miz is like almost like Daniel Bryan with the Wyatt family, but at the same time now they're getting into it with the Wyatts, and I was like, nah, I don't think so. I think
that's why it's called a theory. It's not proven yet.
Yeah,
it didn't happen.
Hey, I respect it. I'm actually excited. I was hoping that WWE kind of saved this feud for Mania because I feel like if you've been paying attention, the Final Testament has been the evil, and the Wyatt family has been like righting the wrongs of their evil. So basically, like the Final Testament, Karrion Kross has been telling people to break up, you know, their families, and the Wyatt Six is all about family. So that could have been like a if told like more specifically, it could have been a bigger payoff. But you know, I'm down to see it. You know, I already know who's gonna win, but I gotta get into this LWO versus American Made match, man, because like I don't understand.
That result surprised the hell out of me too. I'm not even gonna lie.
Like Chad Gable went from being Intercontinental Champion, almost being an Intercontinental Champion, to now he's in this faction, and they keep taking L's. That's problem number one. And then problem number two, like I'm happy because like I feel like people don't really know how good Dragon Lee is. Go watch him. Go watch his stuff in NXT. Dragon Lee is like a good wrestler. But what's the point of having Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wild in the team in the faction if they're not gonna compete in tag team tournaments? They supposed to be your tag team in the group, bro. This is why people keep turning on Ray because he keep taking the spotlight. I'm starting to understand.
No, yeah,
he's Dom the problem. And Carlito.
He's the problem, but this is the thing, though. They really could have did that. You could have had two LWO teams in the tournament. Like you could have had that first half and then that second half of the, you know what I mean, the LWO. Like, you know, it's just like, dang, like Rey Mysterio, you just taking stuff. Like, bro, go chill, man. You don't need a tag team championship. Look, we appreciate you and all that you've done, you know, for everybody's childhood. You know what I mean, for everybody that grew up watching. We appreciate you, sir, but you're a Hall of Famer now, bro. You are a Hall of Famer. At this point, I think Rey Mysterio is just doing this like he's doing it like for the love. You know what I mean? Doing it for the love, and he gets to go. Definitely. He gets to go on the road with his son. You know what I mean? So I guess, you know what I mean. I don't know.
like for me, it's not even that I'm mad that Rey Mysterio is competing. I just don't understand having a faction with a like tag team already in it, but then using two other people who's not the tag team, bro.
I
Like
guess
I
they put
don't
him
know.
on NXT now. I guess they be using them for NXT. So,
I
mhm.
guess. And then I'm actually pretty psyched for this Seth versus Bronson at Crown Jewel. Now, we ain't at our predictions yet, but I feel like Bronson Reed might shock everybody.
Yeah, I could see it. But this is just my big like. See, like this is my thing, right? I think they should have honestly put like a some type of stipulation on this because they've been attacking each other all night. Like you
Yeah.
want to try to contain these two. So I'm not saying necessarily put them in a cage, but like put them two like in some type of no DQ match or something. Have them beat the crap out of each other. You know what I mean? Like
A Punjabi prison.
I don't know about all that. I mean, for the setting, I guess it'll work. It could work.
Those matches are
Nah,
always terrible. You can't see nothing, bro.
yeah, bro. I don't think I've seen not one good Punjabi prison match.
I remember that one random one when Khali had got hurt, so they had to do Batista versus Undertaker or something like that, or no, it was Big Show
Big
took his
Show,
place.
Big
Yeah,
Show.
yeah. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. Um, let's do something that we haven't done. Actually, no, we gonna save it. We gonna go because I just popped something in the brain right here. In other show news, we didn't get a chance to watch AEW, so we apologize, AEW fans. Um, but we did see Zarya, formerly known as Delta, debut at the end of NXT last night. So NXT is definitely backing up Paul Heyman's claims as having the best women's division um, in all of professional wrestling. We also got Teddy Long saying that before Goldberg comes back, he feels like Goldberg should go down to NXT to get the ring rust off. And it's been reported that WWE actually has future plans for Goldberg. We seen him get into an altercation with Gunther at Bad Blood. So judging by your reaction, this doesn't seem like a positive thing. Can you tell us why?
I always thought Goldberg coming back was more of like a Vince McMahon thing. Like
He seems like a Triple
I
H guy.
I mean I guess, but it's just like Goldberg, like man. Like, look, I understand, the older wrestlers wanting to come back and do something, but it's just like, bro, I still can't get off the fact when you fought the Undertaker. Like, I need you to be safe, bro. Just be safe. Don't hurt Gunther, man. You know what I mean? Just look, just because we all seen the match with him and the Undertaker. That was
I'm not gonna lie.
that was
I could
bad, bro.
I could see Goldberg coming back in Saudi Arabia because they love Goldberg there, and then costing Gunther that crown jewel championship. I could see it.
At that
Um,
point, it kind of doesn't have him take the loss like clean. You know what I mean?
yeah, because I truly feel like this is why I don't like this stipulation and this whole idea because one of your champions got to lose. But I truly feel like Cody cannot take another loss, bro.
He can't, man. I don't
But
think so. I
then,
don't think he can
but
because I mean he
then
only
I could
lost three
see
times.
Kevin Owens popping up and costing him that match. So they got a couple ways they could take it. So it seems like WWE clearly has plans for Goldberg, but somebody who they also want to have plans for and they want to return is one AJ Lee. They really want this to happen. How do you think this can happen?
Now
They
this is a
mended the bridge with
comeback.
CM Punk.
This is a comeback that I would pay to see. AJ Lee back in the squared circle. That's something that a lot of people want to see. So honestly, pull the trigger. Let that happen. If she want to come back, bring her back. Look, bring out the blank check. How much do you want so we could bring you back?
That's the thing though. I like from what we've heard and seen and what she said, I don't think she wants to come back.
What is understandable, if that's her choice, and you see how everybody still rocks with her. If you don't want to come back, that's cool. You know what I mean? Enjoy, enjoy your time out. You know what I mean? CM Punk, he's still doing his thing. So hey, and I also hear he's in very high. He's in like he's doing really well backstage. You know what I mean? CM Punk, like they love this man backstage. Like it's like a full 180 from what I've heard. Like on Fightful reports.
I think I heard from you, and then I saw it online too about like how in the future you could see CM Punk like being kind of like having a major role in NXT.
I could definitely see that.
That would be crazy. Yeah. That would be crazy considering the relationship he had with Triple H. That would be a crazy 180.
Either a coach or hell, I could see him possibly taking Shawn Michaels' job as a GM.
If Shawn Michaels get promoted to the main roster,
well, not a GM, but like
I get what you mean.
Whatever it is, the talent relate. I don't know, but because I know Ava's the GM.
Sure,
but what like honestly, whatever hat Shawn Michaels is in.
When it comes to Shawn Michaels, you know what I mean when I say this. That boy all-star when it comes to talent relations.
Honestly, look, you ain't even gotta say too much. I know. I already know, bro. I could put two and two together, you know what I mean?
Just saying, we just gonna put that, leave that right there.
And I understand why Paul Heyman says that NXT has the best women roster right now on all brands. Like,
definitely.
It's not, and this is all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it alone. It's not just because they have good in-ring ability. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah. But somebody that WWE does not have plans for and don't really see or have any plans for in the future as of right now, Brock Lesnar. Is this a surprise to you?
Y'all could bring back Goldberg, but can't bring back Brock Lesnar? Come on, man. I want that. Hey, look, man. If we being real, I want that Brock Lesnar Goldberg part 17. You know what I mean? I want to see that match a million times. Let me stop. But I mean, Brock Lesnar, man. Like I said, I don't think like internally all that stuff faded away yet. So I think they're just waiting for all like that stuff, to go away and things of that nature, and then maybe they might. I would. Like honestly, if I could say like if I could put a timestamp on his return, I could possibly see it being at two places: Royal Rumble
or SummerSlam,
or Raw after WrestleMania,
or Raw. This is too soon. I was gonna say the first Raw on Netflix, but it's too soon.
Yeah,
but
where they gonna be dropping F-bombs?
I think it's a surprise only because. Like, yes, he was technically absolved from all the, like, accusations. But at the same time, the case is still going on, so he's not completely, like, out of the picture, possibly. But then...
Honestly, it could possibly go as long as that case is open.
Yeah, that's true. But being that WWE is under TKO now, and knowing the history that Brock has in both places, like it is a bit of a shock that they have no plans for him when he comes back. But but somebody who could return in WWE is the question. We've been seeing a boom in pop culture and sports collabing with WWE recently, so there's actually betting odds on who's the next NBA player to appear at a WWE event. I'm going to see if I can share the screen real quick so you can see it. All right.
Yeah, I gotta see this.
These are the list of betting odds. Next player to appear at a WWE event. The first one, Draymond Green at plus 250. You got Dylan Brooks plus 300, Luca. Then DeMar DeRozan is kind of shocking to me. I wonder why. You got Jimmy Butler, Giannis. I could definitely see LeBron, James Harden, Kevin
He
Durant.
has been in AEW before, huh?
Giannis, yeah, he's been in the
Yeah.
crowd.
Okay, so yeah, I can see him in WWE.
He's walked down the ramp. Somebody who's not on here, I'm surprised about. Maybe they just did this just cause, but Lopez brothers are huge wrestling fans. Brooke Lopez and Robin Lopez, because that's who Giannis used to wrestle with before they used to come out to the court. So I'm shocked. The reason why I say top 5 because, and we're gonna collab on this one, so we're gonna go back and forth. But top 5 NBA and WWE comparisons right now. So,
top 5, no debating. Top 5, top 5, top 5.
Like who I think compares to who?
Right.
Oof. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Alright. You know what? How about you go first? Are we doing like a top 5? Like we gotta each do our own or what?
No, we'll go back and forth.
Alright. Yeah, you go first.
So I would compare Trick Williams to Anthony Edwards. That would be my first comparison.
You know what? I got one. And this might be a really, really good one, but it's underrated. Finn Balor and Derrick Rose.
That's a good one right there. That's a good one. Okay.
If it wasn't for injuries, who knows where Finn Balor would have been if he did not dislocate his shoulder at SummerSlam.
Number 3, Dirty Dominic Mysterio and John Morant.
Dom Mysterio and John Morant is crazy. That is crazy. All right. Let me go with this one. Let's do John Cena and LeBron James.
You took what I was gonna say. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
John Cena and LeBron James. Well, you should have said it. Why didn't you say it in the first one?
Well, because I was saving that for number 1. But
True that.
This one might be a little controversial. But number 1, give me Roman Reigns and Jason Tatum.
Oh, I know, bro. Hey, hold on, bro. I mean, look, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt.
So let me explain, though.
I can see it. I can see it.
I was gonna say, let me explain.
Go ahead.
Both, when they came in the league or they came in WWE, Roman Reigns was on the Shield, Tatum was on the Young Celtics. Everybody loved him. But then, after that, because people don't like Boston, people ain't like Vince and his booking style, everybody hated him. The difference now, both of them became champions, and now everybody respects them. That's my argument for that.
That's deep. That's deep.
My argument for that.
That's deep right there, bro.
But LeBron and John Cena was gonna be my first. Yeah. I was thinking now who would be the perfect, like, honorable mention, who would be the perfect comparison for Randy Orton though? Would it be Kevin Durant? Who would it be?
Mm.
And I got another honorable mention too. Jokic
Who
and
you got?
Gunther. Jokic and Gunther.
Mm. But see, explain that one. I'm interested to hear that one. Explain that one.
Two of the most dominant forces in their respective sports right now.
Yeah.
Both international stars. And, you know, both like you got a 3-time MVP, you got the longest reigning intercontinental champion, now you're world heavyweight champion, you got a finals MVP. So two guys that in a short amount of time have been making insane history and been putting
You
up
can also say
crazy
too.
stats.
You can also say too. They both got a lot in their bag.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff in their
Facts.
arsenal. Yeah.
Facts.
Because Giannis got the height. He can shoot mid range. He could take you he could take you to the paint. All that. So hey, just like Gunther, he could beat you with a pin. He could make you tap out. He could knock you out. All type of stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's actually a good comparison. Now the Randy Orton one, you can make the comparison to Steph Curry.
So yeah, I was torn between Curry and Durant, so I ain't know who to choose.
You can say Steph. Because honestly, as far as like accolades go, they're like right there. Like I wouldn't say Curry and LeBron are like, like neck and neck, but they was going at it for a hot minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they was going at it for a hot minute. So that's more like the John Cena and Randy Orton. You know what I mean? How they was going at it all the time.
Facts. All right. So last, we're gonna do this one before we wrap up. So you could do two types of matches. Give me a WWE versus NBA player that you would want to see, and then an NBA player versus NBA player that you would want to see in WWE.
All right. Give me Giannis. And this next one's gonna shock you. Giannis and Logan Paul.
Yeah, that's a
Because
little different.
because it's a thing. You can't just give him, you can't just give Giannis like the biggest wrestler that you got on your roster. You know what I mean? You gotta get his feet wet. So I'm pretty sure Logan knows how to lead a match and stuff. So I'm pretty sure that would be a good match, and that would draw a lot of fans from the NBA. And Logan draws his fans from YouTube and all his other that match is gonna sell.
Give me Jimmy Butler versus Seth Rollins.
Okay. Now I can't wait for this other one. This NBA. Can't wait for this one. I already know what I'm about to say.
You could go first because I already know who I want to say.
And I'm gonna go off the list.
Me too.
That what we seeing right now.
We probably thinking the same
NBA
thing.
versus NBA. Draymond Green against LeBron James, bro.
Oh, see, nah.
No. Draymond Green. Oh shit, Charlie Horse. Draymond Green and Rudy Gobert.
That's what I was gonna say. That's the one. That
needs to go in the ring. Put them two in the rest of the ring, bro.
Bro, yes, bro. The way that man was choking him out, bro.
Crazy. Put
time.
them two in the wrestling ring, bro.
All right. So this one, like, I'm trying to think of stuff that I could clip up, but I know I said that was gonna be the last question, but this for sure gonna be the last question. Build your dream WWE starting five.
WWE starting five.
Yeah.
Like of all time, or are we doing like eras?
I mean, we can do all time. Like, you know,
Alright.
you need a point guard, shooting guard, all that.
Alright. Point guard. Point guard. I'll take Seth Rollins.
Mm.
Give me Seth at the 1. John Cena at the 2. Randy Orton at the Who would I put at the 4? Alright, so who I got? Seth Rollins, John Cena, and Randy Orton, huh? Is that what I said? Alright, the 4. Ooh, that's tough. You know what? Roman Reigns. I'll take Roman Reigns at the 4. And at the 5, I need somebody tall. I need somebody that's, you know, that got some height on them. Give me Prime Big Show.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to pick all different from you. So at my point guard, give me Rey Mysterio. At my center spot, since you got the Big Show, I'm gonna go with Andre the Giant. At my 4, you gonna like this one. At my 4 spot, give me Undertaker. At my 2 guard, give me Shawn Michaels. So I got Ray and Shawn in the backcourt, Andre the Giant and Undertaker holding down the paint, and then I just need a wing. You see, I ain't gonna lie, you took my wing though. I definitely wanted Randy Orton. He like the perfect wing.
Yeah,
like
he was 6'5".
Yeah. Wing. You know what? Give me The Rock at my small forward.
You know what? We could do a trade. I'll give you Randy Orton. I'll take Drew McIntyre.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I'll give you Randy Orton. All right, here you go.
But nah, that front court is crazy. Andre the Giant, Undertaker,
and Undertaker.
Aaron, yeah, that's crazy. But man, anything you want to say to the people, bro, before we head on out of here?
Alright, all I got is still, you know, December 7th, Wildcat Sports is hosting their biggest event of the year, the Revolution Rumble. Tickets are live right now at wildcat.eventbrite.com. And if you're wondering why I'm so far away from the cameras, because I have 2 freaking Charlie horses that hurt like freaking hell right now.
He got too excited about courtesy. That Draymond Green.
It's the all-in-one from the 6-3-1 Alexander. And my legs hurt like hell.
I'm Ron the Don, ladies and gentlemen. You know, stay blessed, keep God first, and like that, we out.
Peace.
Trip forever and I'm just not getting started. That's the one. Yeah.